Alright guys, it's Don Zizi from Allnaijabeats, and I'm going to quickly show you how to make Afrobeat in Logic Pro. So I get this question a lot, like, how can we make Afrobeat, Afro pop type, Afro swing, Afro everything style music in Logic Pro? So what you need to understand is you can work in any DAW. Most of my videos you see FL Studio, but I also use Pro Tools for my mixing. I use Logic Pro a lot, Studio One sometimes, and also Cubase. So I'm gonna just show you the beats, and then I'll walk you through how I made it. I know the biggest problem people go through is how to use their drum samples in Logic Pro and still make them sound as good as they sound in FL Studio. So listen to the beat. So you see, it sounds really good. Like all the elements are there, the drums. I mean, it was a quick beat. I just made it a few minutes ago. I'll still put a lot of touches to it, but I just wanted to show you, quickly how it works. So um, the first thing I'll show you is how I do the samples. So I have an empty track here. If I wanted to drag a percussion sample for Afrobeat, I'll go to where my percussion samples are. I'll open the samples. These are the normal samples that you find like in your browser in FL Studio. You can open, say, let's say we want a clap, right? So you drag that clap, you go to the, it gives you all these options: quick sampler, original optimized, blah, blah, blah. Usually I just go to quick sampler optimized, uh, and then you have it. Now, when I press my MIDI controller, the first thing you'll notice is that this sounds very weak compared to the original sample. This is the original sample, and this is the, it sounds weak, and the reason is because the MIDI velocity is quite low. So you need to learn how to use MIDI effects. I'll do a different video on how to use MIDI effects, but for this we'll use the velocity processor. Just choose a preset called maximize velocity, change it to the range. So what we're doing right now is that we are limiting the range to a very high range, such that anytime we tap the keyboard, we'll get a very loud and punchy sound. But make sure it's not all 127 because it will sound flat. You need to give some room for humanization. And so that's it. So you just go ahead and play it, okay? That's what I did. So I'll just run you through all the tracks I used here. Firstly, I have an electric piano from Arturia, stage 73. Did some tweaking of the brightness and the timbre, and it sounds really good. Like it sounds heavenly. And then I have this clap here, just a sample. And I have a conga. So, I mean, normally I'll add a lot of reverb to that when I'm mixing, but I just want you to feel. Then here's the kick. It's a really heavy, punchy kick. Then I have this pluck here. So, this block is from Spire, Review Sound Spire. Nice preset. Uh, One trick I use on my melodies is if I've already decided on the key of the song, say F minor in this case, I also use a MIDI effect called Transposer, and I just transpose it by 5 semitones so that when I play, because I only know how to play the C scale, or the C key on my keyboard on my MIDI controller. So once I tap on C, it's actually playing F minor. It's actually playing F when I'm recording. So that's transposing. You should know what that is. I have an effect base here from Alchemy, which is a default Logic synth. Just for some flavor. I have this nice smooth synth here. This is from Wave Station, which is from Cog. That's it. Simple, really simple. Shaker loop, nothing special. I have this backlash. It's actually a bass. Yeah, that's it. And it's really heavy. I like it. It's just nice. And then I have all these nice little effects here. Like all those things. So that's it. So that's the beat. All right, so thank you for watching my video as usual. Hit me up on my Twitter, on Instagram. All my details are on the screen. It's Real Don Zizi. Clubhouse is also Real Don Zizi. Also, you can hit me up for Zoom lessons, for Zoom training. I do that a lot. I can also walk you through some of the techniques that I use on my sounds. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.